Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing another 8-4 Battle for Zendikar draft. Alright, Dragon Master Outcast, great card. Certainly worthy of first picking. And nothing else really great in here. I guess Hedron Archive's good to start off with since it's colorless and playable in a lot of places. Forerunner of Slaughter, not a great place to start, but powerful card if you're in black-red. Not a lot of people play black-red in this format. I've only played it probably less than a handful of times, so let's maybe we'll end up playing it this time if it wheels. I'm not sure if it will though. This pack is not very deep. Outcast is a great way to start though. Okay, so follow-up pick here. I think Catacomb Sifter is probably the strongest, but it certainly doesn't pair well with our Outcast, and I would like to play Outcast if possible. Could take the Nettle Drone. There's Clutch of Currents, which is very strong. I'm debating whether I want Nettle Drone just to stay on color with Dragon Master Outcast, or if I want to take Clutch of Currents, or if, I mean, I can take Sifter too, but then it's like, am I just going to dip out of Dragon Master Outcast at that point? So really, I think it's Nettle Drone versus Clutch of Currents. I'm okay with taking Nettle Drone here. I think Clutch of Currents is probably better, but Nettle Drone continues to cut red, and it is very strong. We're going to take Nettle Drone, just stay on color with the Outcast here. Ooh, all right. Wow. Wow. Get some great choices here. So I can take a second Nettle Drone. I can take a Titan's Presence, or I can take a Sky Spawner. All of these are fantastic. To be honest, I kind of tempted to take the Sky Spawner. I just love this card. It's very strong. Blue-red is a great color combination. I mean, Sky Spawner is one of the strongest cards in blue. Absolutely. You get an evasive guy. You get a ramp or just a beater. It's just such a strong card. Titan's Presence is also going to be fantastic in this deck and doesn't, narrow us to blue-red. But I gotta say, I think Sky Spawner is better than Nettle Drone. Like, much better than Clutch of Currents, even. I'm gonna take Sky Spawner here. I just, if I can end up making this blue-red Devoid thing work, I'm gonna be really happy. Okay, now I think it's just an easy Deathless Behemoth. This card is just a bomb, super strong. There's a Channeler in here too. Slide Runner, Mage, Boiling Earth. All of those are good options as well, but we're definitely taking Behemoth. Way too good. Pass up here. Okay, now we're back to having to make real choices. I guess we can take Adverse Conditions. I think LSV is not a big fan of this card, but I actually think it's fine. There's also Tightening Coils. I think that's probably going to be a little bit less good if I do end up in blue-red, but Adverse Conditions is fine, I think. It's also Devoid, so it has synergy with Nettle Drone. Maybe Molten Nursery will come up in this card, or deck rather. We'll take Adverse Conditions. I'm okay with that. Okay, now it's, I think, Rush of Ice versus Retreat to Valakut. Someone commented on the last one that they like Retreat to Valakut. I still don't think I'm a huge fan of this card. It's fine. It's not great though. Turning off blockers is fine, but I don't know. I've had some issues with it. It's just not enough retreat value, in my opinion. I'm going to take the Rush of Ice. There's a good chance we see another one later, but let's just get it out of the way now. Having a Rush of Ice is usually pretty good. Okay, well, now we can take Scour from Existence. There's also Grove Rumbler. I mean, I'm okay taking Scour. You don't typically main deck it. There's also Sure Strike, which is fine. Maybe we end up playing a Sure Strike. Scour's just like a sideboard card for the most part. Well, here's another Sure Strike. Sanctum of Ugin. I don't think that's going to happen. Possibly, though. Not very likely, though. All right. Take a second Sure Strike. I'm not even sure if we're playing the first one yet. All right. We did get the second Rush of Ice, but we'll take it. Devastator. Some late black picks. They're all fine, not amazing. I'll take the Devastator, I guess. I don't think I want... I'm probably not playing it, but we'll take it. So, mildly successful. Pack 1. Not horrible. I guess we're kind of geared up to be aggressive with a couple Sure Strikes, but we're going to have to see. See, I think the problem was we took powerful blue and red cards, but in those same packs were other powerful blue and red cards. Guess we'll take the Mage. We have no other allies, but maybe we'll pick up more. Not super likely, but you could possibly. Sure Strike for days, sure. I think we'll let someone have Swell of Growth. If they want to be in green, that's okay. So we're in a position where we could be very aggressive with triple Sure Strikes, but playing 3 Sure Strikes really means we have to play a ton of creatures, and they have to be a ton of cheap creatures. Playing expensive creatures with Sure Strike is not going to work. Rush of Ice are also creatures, so I guess we have like 8. But yeah, we need a ton of creatures if we want to make triple Sure Strike work. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, Zada has some fantastic Sure Strike synergy. But there's also Infiltrator in here. I guess Zada also has synergy with Firemantle Mage. There is Infiltrator in here, which is just a great card. It's devoid, and there's also Mist Intruder. But I would take Infiltrator over Mist Intruder almost every time. Yeah, I can't think of a circumstance where I wouldn't want an Infiltrator over a Mist Intruder. So I can take Zada here. I'm trying to think how likely it is we wheel it, because I'd rather take the Infiltrator. This is basically a Hill Giant that interacts with 3 Sure Strikes, but to be honest, I really don't want to play 3 Sure Strikes. I'd rather go for more of a devoid plan than a Zada Firemantle Mage Sure Strike plan. You really want the powerful archetype synergies in this format, and Reclaimer's good, but we got to actually get Ingest first. I'm going to take the Infiltrator, hope to wheel the Zada. Like I said, I don't really want to play triple Sure Strike. I know you're like interested in seeing cool stuff like that, but this is an 8-4, and I just think going for archetype synergies is just so much better for you than trying to make cute little Zada Sure Strike plans work. If I was like red-green allies or Naya allies or something, I think that would be much more appealing. But that's the thing about this format. You can't really, you don't get a chance, in my opinion, to really experiment and find a ton of success. If there's anything I've learned, you really do have to play to the color combo archetype, or else your deck just isn't as good, straight up. I think Mercstrider is the right pick here. It rewards us for that Infiltrator pick, and we can find some more stuff to synergize. Some good white picks in here, but Mercstrider's fine, especially if we can find some more stuff to exile. Well, this is interesting. Molten Nursery currently works with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's also a Channeler, though, and another Mercstrider. I don't really like Molten Nursery that much. I think it's fine. There's also a Vestige in here. Taking Mercstrider number 2 is okay, but we're really going to have to hope to pick up more Ingest. Could just take the Channeler. I do like Channeler a lot. 4/4 is a fantastic body in this format. And that way I'm not as pressured to pick up more ingest. Kind of tempted to take the Channeler. I think Nursery's fine. Maybe we wheel it, though. This pack's got some good stuff in it. We'll take Channeler. I don't know. Molten Nursery's not a highly appealing card to most people, so there's a decent chance we get it back. Okay. Horribly Awry, Wavewing Elemental, Evolving Wilds. Those are the options here. I kind of want some more cheap stuff. Horribly Awry also does turn on Mercstrider and future processing cards. Wavewing Elemental is an excellent finisher. I kind of want some more cheap stuff, though. And it's also devoid. It has good synergy with stuff in our deck. I think Evolving Wild's a fine card here, too. And Wavewing Elemental. I'm going to take the Horribly Awry. It's uncommon. I actually think it's a fine card. Alright, I guess we take Cloud Manta. It has evasion. There's also a Fire Mantle Mage, but I think we're more on the colorless plan. I don't even think I want to play the first one. I want to get on this devoid plan. And Cloud Manta is not devoid, granted, but it's got evasion. It's fine in this type of deck. Okay, Turn Against, Outnumber, and those really are the two options. So Turn Against has been pretty good for me. Outnumber is very good too. Has great synergy with like Sky Spawner and stuff. This is devoid, so I guess it has better synergy with like Nettle Drone and maybe Molten Nursery if we pick that up. I guess I'm fine taking Turn Against. I've been destroyed by it. I've had it save my life. It's not as cheap as Outnumber, but we're not looking as aggressive as I would like. We're looking a little more late game synergy now. All right, I actually like Tunneling Geopede. I think the card's very good. I think we're just going to hate Inandu Rising. I don't want to play Reckless Cohort. All right, did table the Zada, so even not going for it panned out for us. We could still possibly be on the triple Sure Strike plan if we have to. I doubt we're going to, but see, the problem is we don't have anything else that works with Zada. You would think, I don't think 3 Sure Strikes is enough. You probably want like a dedicated Zada deck to really hope to make it come together. I guess Ondu Champ is fine. It's not great. All right, got the Molten Nursery back. We're going to take it, and I think we're going to be able to make it work, too. There's also a Slide Runner in here, but let's take the Nursery. So, for now, let's set aside our Zada plan and try and just make this deck come together as is. Guess it doesn't matter. I don't even really want to do the Devastator. Like, Channeler can get to that, but actually, I'm going to hate a Focus. I'm not going to play Warpaint. Whatever, I'll hate a Baloth too. Okay, so we only need 7 cards to make a deck. Currently, right now, this is a pretty nice looking devoid deck. We'd like some more early plays. Tide Drifter's fantastic. It's also Outnumber in here, but I think Tide Drifter's just got to be the pick. It's just way too synergistic with the rest of what we've got. Just really great at buying time. So now I'd like to find a Wavewing Elemental. Another evasive thing. More Sky Spawners would be fantastic as well. But Tide Drifter's just a great pickup. There is an Outnumber in here, but I'm going to take the Tide Drifter. All right, another shot at Radiant Flames. I mean, this card is good. There's also Herald of Kozilek. Man, Herald of Kozilek is insanely good, too. Herald of Kozilek has better synergy with what we're doing, but board wipes in this format are so good. I don't think we have any means to splash a 3rd color, but Herald is just so much of what our archetype wants. Our removal is very bad, by the way. We have Horribly Awry, Molten Nursery, Turn Against, and Rush of Ices, which are kind of removal. Adverse, which is kind of removal. I might just have to take Herald here. I don't think we're going to wheel it. I think Radiant Flames is really good, though. But Herald is like exactly what our deck wants. Herald lets us go. Herald into Channeler into Behemoth is like insane. That's just going to win games. But this is like going to let us recover. That's tough. This is really difficult. They're both like so fantastic for us. I think I'm going to go Herald. It's just so much in line with what the rest of our deck is doing. Ooh, Ugin's Insight is very good. We do have Kozilek Sentinel, though, which is like more early plays, which our deck is really lacking right now. Ugin's Insight draws a bunch of cards. I kind of just want to go for the synergy pick here. That's really tough. Ugin's Insight is fantastic. A lot of card advantage, but Sentinel is like, once again, I mean, we're definitely in need of more creatures. We need more early game. It's just so much like what our deck is wanting. You know? Cheap, colorless, blocks well. I'm going to go Sentinel over Insight. I don't know if that's right. That could be wrong. I think we'll take Vestige here over a second Adverse Conditions. Just getting more colorless synergy. Dampening Pulse is really good. Incubator Drone is good too. I think we're going to take the Dampening Pulse though. We already passed on a board wipe, so Dampening Pulse just is a great way to... I think Incubator Drone is very good and it's colorless. But Dampening Pulse is really good too. There are certain situations where Dampening Pulse just really buys you time, a lot of time. I'm going to take the Pulse over the Drone. I don't know if that's right either. All right, Vestige number 2 is fine. Oracle of Dust is actually fine too, but I think I'd rather have another Vestige. We don't have any means besides the Benthic Infiltrator and Horribly Awry to turn on Merc Strider, so... Fine, taking Vestige. Alright, I guess we can take a second Merc Strider. First one's... We don't need anything else in here. We already have more than enough Sure Strikes for a lifetime. Guess we'll take a Merc Strider. I want some more cheap... Ooh, Stone Fury late is good. There's a Stonewaker and there's Anticipate, but we have no removal, so... Let's just cut one of our Merc Striders. 2 is not going to work out that well for us anyway. But we'll definitely take Stone Fury there. Alright, Tightening Coils is fine now, I guess. We're in need of some more early stuff. I don't even think I want to do Merc Strider now. It's more often than not going to be a 4-mana 3-2, which just probably isn't good enough. Looming Spires, I think we've got a deck already, so we can take some... Take a land here. Alright. Sure. So, I think our deck turned out fine. We did pass some powerful cards for on-color synergy cards, but I'm not upset about that. I don't think I'm going to play 2 Adverse Conditions. It's probably not necessary. Getting Incubator Drone back is so good for us. Now I don't regret taking the Dampening Pulse over it at all. Getting it back was just so good there. Okay. So now I just have to figure out one cut, and we're good. I might cut a Rush of Ice. 2 seems unnecessary. And now that I picked up an Incubator Drone, it's just probably better for us. I still think I like Cloud Manta in here. I want some evasion since we've got the Tide Drifter Kozilek Sentinel thing going on. And I think Vestiges are actually pretty decent beaters. Or blockers. Maybe Adverse can go. If I cut Adverse, I'm left with a couple 3/3s rather than It is devoid, though. What's our colorless count currently? I think it's really good, by the way, for nursery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for Molten Nursery. That is pretty good. This is a pretty ideal Molten Nursery deck. I think we'll cut a Rush of Ice. I'm okay with that. Let's leave in the adverse. One Rush of Ice is typically good. Our rewards for playing 18 lands are essentially Outcast and Geopeed, which isn't a ton. What did I take over Ugin's Insight? I think it was Herald, right? If it wasn't Herald, it was Sentinel. I don't know if I still don't think I regret that. Sentinel is just, look how important it is for our deck. If we didn't have Sentinel, our early game would be atrocious without it. I mean, this deck legitimately looks good. All right. Well, let's sort by color. Not super color intensive either, which is nice. Gonna play the Looming Spires. I don't think so. I mean, I guess we need double red. We don't need double blue. Can't I just do an even split? 9-9 makes sense. All right. Yeah, so if I were to rate this deck, I feel like I'd rate it pretty high. Our finishers, I guess, are a little bit lacking. They're not horrible, but Channeler, Behemoth, a flyer or two are essentially all of our finisher Outcast too. Okay, I guess we have enough finishers. We're fine. I'd rate this deck pretty high. I'd probably rate it about 7.5 out of 10. I can't quite give it an 8. I think if we had some more, like another flashy finisher, I could rate it higher. I could actually run the Devastator, since we're not super beat down. And I have Herald of Kozilek and Channeler to ramp to it. That's a possibility, actually. We have 18 lands. We've got some means to get there. Do I want to run Devastator and cut like conditions or something? Or I don't love Devastator though. But I'm just thinking like one more big flashy finisher. I could cut the other Rush of Ice too. That's not horrible. Then our removal is Turn Against Stone Fury, Adverse, Tightening Coils. Let's run it. I'm going to try it in this deck. I think Devastator is actually fine in here. Like I said, Channeler, Herald, 18 lands, some Scion tokens. We'll give it a try. I just feel like one more big flashy finisher is something this deck wants. So, all right. Maybe I'll give it an 8 out of 10. We'll see. All right. Running it like this. We'll see you round one.